Hi, Richard. Hub Arkish from Pro Football Weekly and Shaw Media. It's good to have you back. You look right at home there. I know you've been gone for a while.
Hi, good to see you.
What were the motivating factors from you? I mean, you obviously had a kind of a high point career moment for a special teams coach in Green Bay, and yet after 5 years with San Francisco, you come back to Chicago. What were the main motivations for you to want this job?
Well, just really excited about the opportunity here in Chicago and believe that we can do something special. It's just a great opportunity. So I'm so excited about it. I think first I have to acknowledge the Lord in this deal. I prayed about it. I'm a man of faith, and I just really feel like it's going to be super, super here. And I love this city, and I'm so happy to be back.
Anything unique about the talent? I mean, Jakeem Grant is a Pro Bowler, but a free agent. There are some young special teams people here. Is that something you evaluated before you decided to come back?
I think you take it all in. You look at it all, and you look at it at a big picture, and talking with Matt and Ryan and what they want to do, and it's just amazing. It's an amazing opportunity, and I just can't wait to dive in and get started even more. So.
Thank you.
Next question, Nick Moriano.
Hey, Richard, Nicholas Moriano, the Chicago Audible. What are some of the things you have learned about Matt Eberflus since joining the Bears?
That he's a man of high character. He's a man that wants the staff to be team first. And I just feel like we're in lockstep with everything we believe in terms of high effort players, high intensity, just the guys that want to play hard, play fast, play physical. And that's really Chicago Bear football. I mean, that's the history of Chicago Bear football. So just a great man. And I can't wait to get started for him.
Thank you.
Next question, Dan Wiederer.
Hey, Richard, Dan Wiederer from the Chicago Tribune. I'm curious what the early stages of your sort of evaluation process are, given that, it may not be until the first week of May until you actually know the pieces that you'll actually have to work with on special teams. So how do you go about these next few months trying to put some of the early stages to work?
That's a really good question, Dan. Really, you just dive right into the tape and you get started, and you watch the tape and you evaluate the players, and then obviously we'll all sit down and talk through it together, and we'll try to put together a football team Chicago can be proud of.
What left the most lasting impression on you from your first stint here? It sounds like there's a passion for this city and maybe this organization that's there for you.
Yeah, it's just the people. And I mean, I love the people here. I love the city. The ownership is outstanding. And I really haven't been to a bad organization. I mean, I'm leaving a good one too. So I'm grateful for the York family and John and Kyle and everything they did there, but I'm just excited about this opportunity. I mean, it's just, I just can't wait.
Next question, Zach Pearson.
Hey, Richard, Zach Pearson from the Bear Report here. I'm curious, how much do you know about kicker Cairo Santos and your time here as assistant? What did you learn about kicking at Soldier Field, not only field goals, but punting as well?
Yeah, that's another great question. I just know Cairo through tape, watching him, competing against him. Obviously, we played here last year, and then coaching here when I was there the first time. The wind swirls, it could be a downwind at times. It could change minute to minute, quarter to quarter. So you just have to really be on top of those situations, and it just changes. So that's a challenging part about it, and it's fun to punt and kick in that stadium in Soldier Field. So good question.
Next question, Dion Miller.
Hi, Coach. Dion Miller from ABC7 here in town. A little off topic, but you can't be in this city and talk special teams without mentioning Devin Hester. Obviously, he's up for the Hall of Fame tonight. In your experience watching him and having been with the organization before, what did he do to kind of change the game as a return specialist?
Dion, thank you for your question. I was hoping somebody asked about him because when I came in the league in 2006, I was just watching him, and he is phenomenal. In my opinion, first ballot. I mean, he's a stud. And I mean, I've been coaching, 14, 15 years, but in my time, he is the absolute best returner. He had it all. And I think that's a no-brainer. I just hope it happens.
Next
Thanks.
question, Adam Johns.
Hi, it's Adam Johns from the Athletic. To stick with the topic of former Bears, how's our old friend Robbie Gould doing, and what was it like working with him? And what do you learn about kicking in general when you have a guy that opinionated and that nuanced the way he wants to do things?
Yeah, Adam, good question. I think Robbie's a consummate pro. Obviously, I enjoyed my time with him in San Fran, and I had a little time with him here as well. Really good kicker, outstanding, and just wish him the best. And he's wished me the best, and we got a great relationship. And I'm excited to work with Cairo as well. So they both made a lot of kicks in their career. And just fortunate to work with guys like that. Worked with Phil Dawson, worked with a lot of veteran, really experienced kickers and some young ones as well. But just excited to work with Cairo going forward.
To follow up, I got to ask, Robbie kind of went viral for kicking between cheerleaders or kicking over the introduction lines, I think in Lambeau. I think he did something, I think the Rams were right there. As a special teams coordinator, what do you like about when a kicker can't be distracted or is willing to do such things?
Well, really, we want all our players to have that mindset. We want all our players to focus on their job and not let anything get in the way. I know I'm going to have tunnel vision as I have the opportunity to lead this unit. And only one thing matters, and that's winning. And if you have to do what you have to do in order to get your job done. So I'm all for it.
Next question, Pat Finley.
Coach, what does it feel like when you have a game like you had in Green Bay? I imagine you've spent years and years of your career in practicing special teams make a difference. Special teams, can win us games, and then to do it in the playoffs so emphatically. What's the feeling, and can you probably use that story when coaching your new players for a long time?
Thanks for that question, Pat. I think a game like that, in any games, you learn in the good and you learn in the bad. So I just feel very humble that happened, and I was happy for the players at the time. And really, you just use those experiences going forward, both good and bad, to teach and mold and show guys what it takes to win.
Do you think Bears fans are going to like you just because you did it to the Packers?
Bear down.
Next question, Herb Howard.
Coach, I'm Herb Howard with the Bigs Media. It's really great to see you here. Coach, obviously, when you get to the end of the roster in terms of, picking the 53, special teams is critical and how those guys fit into your system. I'm curious, what type of athlete, what type of player would be the player that you would bang on the table for at the end of that, all those discussions and say, this is the type of player that I want to have versus, a different type of guy, whether you're talking about physical attributes or mental makeup, what type of guy would you kind of go to bat for and say, hey, let's keep this guy?
Good question, Herb. I think it's right in lockstep with what Ryan and Matt want to do. I mean, we're looking for players that play hard, play fast, play physical, speed, quickness, explosiveness, mental toughness, and just play with huge hearts and high intensity and high effort. So those would be a couple characteristics. I hope that answers your question.
It does. I want to follow up. Is there a specific position group you kind of lean to? Are you more of linebackers, secondary guys, maybe wide receivers?
We're equal employment opportunity. I'll take all the help we can get. Any position group that wants to help, come on down. We'll get them coached up and get them developed.
Thanks.
Two more. Next question, Hub Arkush.
Richard, I mentioned Jakeem Grant before, and it occurs to me you've got another All-Pro returner who is under contract. And with Tariq Cohen, he was kind of the forgotten man last year. He's missed almost 2 full seasons now. I know it's been a few days in a whirlwind, but have you got any sense yet of what his status is going to be? Have you been able to look into that at all?
Not really. I mean, we're just going through the process of all of that stuff right now. That's really Ryan and his crew, and whoever they give us to play with, we're going to coach them and we're going to develop them and try to make them better. And that's our job. So don't really have any injury update for you. You can kind of probably I'll defer to Ryan and Matt on that one.
Thank you.
Last question, Steve.
Yeah, hi, Coach. Steve Leventhal from SRN Broadcasting. A question, while the offense and defense may have some gaping holes, you really inherited a pretty solid crew, kicker, punter, long snapper. Does that make your job easier or harder, and how so?
Good question, Steve. I mean, we really don't know at this point, offense, defense, or special teams, if it's going to be easy or going to be hard, but we're excited for the challenge. So I think there's some pieces here. I think Ryan and Coach have said that as well. But we're looking to also add pieces. So I think it'll be a exciting offseason, and I can't wait to get started.